Ever tried to give a thumbs up and accidentally offended someone? Welcome to the complex world of body language. Picture this, you're at a bustling coffee shop, you flash a quick thumbs up to the barista for your superb latte, but instead of a smile, you're met with a frown. Turns out, in some cultures, that thumbs up is as scandalous as a middle finger. So, if you've ever found yourself puzzled by someone's reaction, you're not alone. Let's dive into the signs that someone might not be your biggest fan. Imagine being a mind reader, but instead of thoughts, you're reading body movements. This is the essence of understanding body language. It's more than just a subtle nod or a swift glance. It's a vital form of communication that reveals the unspoken feelings and attitudes of those around us. Whether in negotiations, friendships, or casual encounters, the ability to interpret these signals can be incredibly revealing. With a little bit of knowledge, you'll start seeing signs you've never noticed before. Before we become body language detectives, let's get our toolkit ready. Now, the world of nonverbal cues is vast, but a few essentials really do the heavy lifting. First, keep an eye on, the eyes. Eye contact can speak volumes. Someone avoiding your gaze might be showing discomfort or disinterest. On the flip side, too much eye contact can feel just as off-putting. Next, let's talk facial expressions. A genuine smile lights up the whole face, crinkling the eyes and lifting the cheeks. But a fake smile, it's all lips and no eyes, a classic giveaway of feigned interest. And don't overlook posture. Crossed arms might scream, "I'm not open to this conversation," whereas a relaxed stance could suggest comfort and openness. Remember, context is king in the realm of body language. The same crossed arms at a chilly bus stop don't necessarily mean someone's closed off. Perhaps they're just cold. Armed with these cues, you're ready to uncover some uncomfortable truths. Now let's roll up our sleeves and decode the top 10 signs of distaste. First up, crossed arms. Picture someone at a party, arms folded tightly like a fortress wall. This classic defensive posture is a visual keep out sign, subtly hinting that they're not open to your charming anecdotes. Next, we have the avoidance of eye contact. Ever tried chatting with someone who seems more interested in their shoes than your words? This avoidance can be a quiet scream for an escape route, signaling discomfort or disinterest. Then there's the forced smile, which is as genuine as a 3-pound note. It's the smile that doesn't quite reach the eyes, where the lips stretch but the spirit doesn't. It's like watching someone trying to grin while eating a lemon, painfully insincere. Watch out for minimal or robotic responses. If your enthusiastic "how are you" is met with a monotone "fine," it's as if they're ticking off a checkbox rather than engaging in conversation. It's the verbal equivalent of a shrug. Notice the physical distancing too. If someone keeps backing away as if they're allergic to proximity, they might just be creating a buffer zone, preferring a moat of personal space over closeness. Pay attention to overly critical remarks. It's like someone has turned into a walking, talking review section where everything you do or say gets a 1-star rating. Not exactly the cheerleader you hoped for. Then there's the sudden interest in their phone. In the middle of your story, they dive into the digital world, where apparently anything is more fascinating than your tale. Observe the quick exits. Conversations that end with, "I just remembered I need to be anywhere but here," are not a good sign. It's the social equivalent of an ejector seat. Watch for mirrored body language, or the lack thereof. If their gestures don't sync with yours, it's like dancing tango solo. Not quite the partnership you were aiming for. Lastly, the infamous eye roll, the universal code for "oh, please." It's as subtle as a foghorn and just as gentle. Recognizing these signs can sometimes feel like decoding a secret message. Let's put our theory into practice with some everyday drama. Imagine you're at a bustling coffee shop. You notice someone you've met a few times before. As you approach with a cheerful hello, their smile doesn't quite reach their eyes, and their arms fold across their chest. Classic signs of discomfort, possibly even dislike. Now picture yourself at a work meeting. You're pitching an idea, but a colleague keeps glancing at their watch and tapping their foot. This body language screams, "I'd rather be anywhere but here." It's not just impatience, it's a subtle cue of disapproval, or consider a family dinner. Your cousin, usually chatty, only gives you brief, unenthusiastic nods and avoids eye contact. These are not merely signs of a bad day, but indicators that something might be off in your relationship. At a friend's party, someone backs away as you enter their personal space. This distancing is a clear nonverbal cue that they're not too keen on close interactions. Seeing these signs in action, you'll start to feel like a body language guru. All right, you've spotted a sign. But what next? Interpreting body language is a bit like being a detective in a social setting. It's crucial to gather enough evidence before drawing any conclusions. Imagine you're at a party and someone has their arms crossed while talking to you. It's easy to think they're just not into the conversation, but maybe it's chilly, or perhaps they're just comfortable standing that way. To master interpretation, consider the context. Are you at a formal event where everyone might be a bit stiff, or at a casual get-together where relaxed body language is more expected? Observing how someone interacts with others can also provide clues. Does their body language change when they talk to different people? Remember, jumping to conclusions can lead to misunderstandings. It's about putting together the pieces of a puzzle. Each gesture, each expression holds a clue, but the true meaning comes from seeing the whole picture. With practice, you'll not only spot the signs, but understand their silent messages. If you're enjoying this guide to the less than amiable signs, don't forget to like and subscribe. Your support fuels our journey into the fascinating world of unspoken dialogue. Ready to dive deeper? Now, back to becoming your local body language expert. Ever mistaken a yawn for a scream? Let's clear up some common body language blunders. Navigating the choppy waters of social cues can be like interpreting a complex dance. One of the frequent missteps in this dance involves mistaking nervousness for hostility. Picture this: someone is rubbing their neck during a conversation. You might jump to the conclusion that they're signaling disinterest or annoyance. In reality, they could just be soothing a muscle cramp after a long day at the office. Another classic mix-up is reading too much into crossed arms. While crossed arms might scream, "I'm closed off," they could also simply mean, "I'm just chilly," or "It's comfortable for my arms." Context is key. Misinterpretations often stem from not considering the whole picture. A single gesture can't tell you everything. It's the pattern of behavior that paints the true story. Understanding the nuances will save you from many awkward assumptions. Let's quickly recap the signs that scream, "I'm not a fan." Understanding these cues is crucial as they paint a clearer picture of how others might feel about you, even when words say otherwise. First, a lack of eye contact can indicate disinterest or discomfort. Then there's the furrowed brow and tightened lips, signs of irritation or disapproval. Notice if someone's arms are crossed. This could be a shield of sorts, a barrier they put up. And don't forget the quick, dismissive gestures. These are hardly signs of endearment. Pay attention to their feet too. If they're pointed away from you, they might just be looking for an escape route. A stiff posture can also be telling, suggesting they're not at ease. Moreover, minimal or forced interaction, such as short, clipped responses, reveals a lack of enthusiasm in engaging with you. Understanding these signs not only prevents awkward misunderstandings, but also empowers you to navigate your social circles more adeptly. Remember, knowing these signs is your first step towards navigating the social seas with ease. Now that you're equipped with the secrets of body language, what's next? Imagine you're sipping a cup of tea at a bustling cafe, observing the flurry of interactions around you. Each gesture, each glance holds a story. Why not make it a game? Try to spot the signs of discomfort or disapproval you've learned today. Is that quick eyebrow raise a sign of skepticism? Does the crossed arms mean disinterest? It's like being a detective in your own real-life drama. Every day offers a new stage for practice. Whether you're in a meeting, on a date, or at a family gathering, keep your eyes open for those subtle cues. What do you see? How does it change your interaction? Now here's a challenge. Share your observations in the comments below. Did someone's body language completely throw you off? Or perhaps you nailed it and read the room like a book? Let's discuss and learn from each other's experiences. Practice makes perfect, so start observing and become a body language wizard.
Savored this video? Fancy another? Click the on-screen video for an even deeper dive into fresh territory. Your support is like a warm cuppa on a brisk day. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, ring that bell for the latest content. Cheers for watching.